After the North Mabua trip, I learned one thing very quickly. Weight is the enemy of a successful overland trip. If your setup is too heavy, you don't just lose performance, you risk breaking things. Today I'm walking you through why I chose a minimalist, lightweight setup for the Mighty ChiLux. Before I made a decision, I went down every rabbit hole you can imagine. I spent weeks researching weight specs, dust proofing, and modularity. I looked at every option on the market for the P series, but I kept coming back to one name, GZ Aluminium. Ultimately, I decided on the fully loaded package. I didn't want the heaviest tray on the market, but I also couldn't compromise on durability. This mid-range setup strikes that perfect balance. It's lightweight aluminium, but the engineering is designed for the corrugated roads I plan to tackle. For a traveler who lives between Asia and South Africa, I needed something that I could trust to be ready the moment I land. I don't have time for gear failure or leaks while the bakkie is parked. I need to know that when I turn the key and head for the bush, the backbone of my setup is solid. To give you an idea of the engineering here, this 50 kg canopy was officially tested with a 3000 kg static load. That's the kind of overbuild quality I wanted for the Mighty ChiLux. Once the engineering was proven, it was time for the final look. I had the option to go with black tread for the doors and the roof, and I'm incredibly happy with that choice. It doesn't just look the part, it gives the ChiLux that rugged, purposeful stance that I was aiming for from the start. Now into the heart of the fully loaded package, and first up is the telescopic ammo box holder. In a deep bin like the P series, reaching for stuff at the cab end is usually a nightmare. But this unit slides out a full 1 meter for instant access. It's built from lightweight aluminium with 304 stainless steel latches, and it's perfectly designed to fit 3 standard ammo boxes, keeping them secure and rattle-free even on the roughest trails. The real beauty of using these ammo boxes over a permanent drawer system is the weight and flexibility. They keep your gear organized, but most importantly, they're removable in seconds. For example, if I want to play a round of golf, I don't have to clear the heavy-duty slider at the back or reorganize my whole camp setup. I can simply lift the 3 ammo boxes off the telescopic slider behind the cabin, and my golf travel bag fits there perfectly. Whether I'm heading to the bush, golf course, or airport, the setup adapts to my life, not the other way around. Next up are the internal LED lights. The fully loaded setup comes with 3 wide units. What's really clever is the dual color mode. I have bright white for maximum visibility and a bug reducing amber mode. It's a small detail, but it's exactly what you need when you're off grid. Moving to the side of the canopy, we've got the GZ kitchen unit. I've kept the setup minimal here for now because I wanted to take advantage of the modular accessories. I've decided to go with a canvas cutlery bag. It's lightweight, silent on the move, and keeps everything organized without the bulk of heavy foam. For the actual cooking, I'm not adding a heavy permanent stove slide. Instead, I'll be using the GZ aluminium table that slides right into the roof of the canopy. It's incredibly sturdy, and by using it as my cooking station, I keep the bin open and versatile. It's all about gear that works double time while keeping the Mighty ChiLux as light as possible. On the same side as the kitchen unit and the telescopic slider, we have the drop-down prep table. It's lightweight but incredibly sturdy, the perfect height for making a coffee or prepping a quick roadside lunch. The bag for the drop-down prep table sits tucked away perfectly behind the kitchen unit. It's all about layers of organization. Now let's move to the back and see how we've set up the main storage area. There's one more clever feature tucked away, right against the cab underneath the telescopic slider, a dedicated rifle box. It's the perfect use of what is usually dead space in a load bin. Because it's bolted down and sits low under the slider, it's incredibly secure and stays completely out of the way of my daily gear. For a long distance trip through the bush, having a safe spot for a rifle or even other long valuable equipment is a massive advantage. It's hidden, it's secure, and it doesn't eat into my main storage volume. Now we get to one of my absolute favorite parts of this entire build, the aluminium table. In most setups, a camping table is a bulky, rattling nightmare that you have to shove in on top of your gear. But here, it mounts completely flush against the ceiling of the canopy. Most of the time you don't even notice it's there. It's the ultimate use of vertical space, keeping the floor of the bin completely clear. The engineering on this is just brilliant. It's lightweight aluminium, but it feels incredibly robust. But the real party trick is the legs. Instead of fumbling with manual locks or shaky pins, the legs use two integrated gas struts. When you deploy them, they snap into place with a precision that's honestly satisfying to watch. As I slide the table back into its ceiling mount, you'll notice another subtle but essential detail right above it, the rear window security mesh. When you're traveling through remote areas or leaving the bucky at a trailhead, security is always on your mind. This laser-cut aluminium mesh is a brilliant addition. It doesn't just protect the glass from shifting gear inside the bin, it adds a serious layer of theft deterrence. It's one of those fit-and-forget features that gives you massive peace of mind when you're away from the vehicle. Moving to the main storage, we have the Loadslider. This is the backbone of the bin setup, and for good reason. It's rated for 250 kilograms, which is more than enough to handle a fully stocked fridge, water, batteries, and other gear. The standout feature here is the 80% extension. In a deep bin like the P-Series, things usually get lost at the back, but this brings everything right out to the tailgate. From an ergonomic standpoint, it's a total game changer. It saves your back by eliminating the need to crawl into the bin or strain to reach heavy items. It's the combination of strength and accessibility that makes this a great choice for any bucky. Now moving around to the driver's side, we have the second kitchen unit. Whether this becomes a permanent home for a power system, more modular storage, or even a specialized recovery kit, I'm taking my time to see what the Mighty ChiLux actually needs as we spend more time in the bush. Overlanding is a process of refinement, and having this extra real estate tucked away on the driver's side gives me the flexibility to adapt my setup as the journey evolves. The rifle box is also accessed from the driver's side. While we're looking at the P-Series as a whole, I've got to give a quick shout out to these Sailun Terramax RTs. I've put them through a variety of terrains now, from highway cruising to the rougher tracks in the Kalahari, and I've had absolutely no problems with them so far. They've been quiet, capable, and they really complete the look of the build. It's good to know the foundation of the P-Series is solid. Moving up top, we have the GZ Speed Rack. Now, one of my biggest concerns with the roof racks are always wind noise and the impact on fuel consumption. But the profile on this is incredibly slim. It's a full aluminium construction, so it stays true to our lightweight philosophy, while being tough enough for any gear I throw at it. What I really appreciate is the versatility. The entire rack is modular with T-slots that allow me to mount everything from recovery boards to solar panels or even extra fuel with ease. It's low profile, it's silent on the highway, and it gives the P-Series that finished, purposeful look. It's the perfect overhead companion to the canopy system below. I'm on a mission to kit out the P-Series for overlanding while keeping it as light and streamlined as possible. Every kilometer matters when you're pushing deep into the bush. I'm here for this. If you do your research and hunt for value, you can do exactly what the guy, kitted to the teeth, is doing. Nature doesn't care about your budget. It only cares that you are there. You don't need to be rich to find the great outdoors. You just need a better plan. see you in a Kruger.